Welcome back to Don't Starve.
Shipwrecked. This is Rantry, and this is the new character for the Hang 10 update, WALANI. She is actually fairly normal. There's not a whole lot different about her. The main thing is that she has this surfboard. So, she may have a different start, I'm thinking, than most other characters. Most other characters, you kind of want to build a machete right off the bat so you could chop down some bamboo and some vines, get yourself a little raft so you could go exploring and sailing away. But with WALANI, that is actually unnecessary because the surfboard acts basically as a boat that you can pick up. You'll see it's obviously in my inventory right now, so you can pick it up and take it with you when you land on new islands. It moves, I think, about as fast as like a cargo boat with a sail. It's actually pretty quick, but the durability is very low. So it's not a great long-term solution, but for exploring and for starting out, it is great. She also, I believe her hunger goes down slightly faster. She starts with 200 sanity and hunger, and I guess 120 health. But I think that her hunger goes down maybe slightly faster, and her sanity slightly slower than other characters. So, and I'm getting this information from a Reddit thread on the Don't Starve subreddit where they talk about her. So certainly you can go and check that out if you want some more numbers. You know, the guys that posted that, you know, they dig through the code, and I have no idea how to do that and find all these kind of specific numbers that are helpful to everyone. So thank you, Don't Starve community. But yeah, so other than not having to make a boat, start's going to be relatively the same. Going to go around, going to make some, let's see, we're going to need to make a thatch pack. Going to need to try and gather enough flowers for a garland. And it looks like this island is not going to have nearly enough flowers for a garland. But, and we'll just travel around until we find some gold and then make a science machine and start building stuff. I do think, now on my last character, well, at least on my last character that I uploaded videos for, Wilson, poor Wilson, got executed, punched in the face by a merm. I was just running around in the dark with a torch, and merms came out of nowhere and decided that I was done with that run. But it was just in time to try out the new character. So that's not terrible, but I do have another playthrough of Wendy that I've made it to day 75 or so on. And with her, I set up a base. I mean, I found a great location for a base almost immediately. And it was day 4, I think, when I set up my base. And that helped me survive. However, I think that it might be more fun to try kind of a more nomadic existence, basically all through autumn, and not try and set up a base until maybe day 15, something like that. And, you know, just try and unlock a little bit more of the map, possibly. The problem with that, though, becomes inventory management, because even if you build a science machine somewhere, you have, and have a backpack, you know, you're going to be finding all kinds of treasure and good loot. I mean, Shipwrecked is much heavier on loot, it seems, than vanilla Reign of Giants. So, do I have my... No, I need one more palm frond to make my little business. There we go. Alright, so we got a little bit more inventory space, and we got a little bit of daylight left. I'm wondering if I should try to sail away. Come sail away. Let's see what I've got. I've got almost 30 grass, 13 sticks. However, I do not want to get caught out there. Let's see. I think she can actually hold a torch while she's on her surfboard. I am going to build a pickaxe because I saw some rocks. There's one, two... Oh, there's actually quite a few rocks. The reason I want rocks right now is because I want to make a hammer. And I want to hammer down my original starting wreckage, refuse, if you will. Just so that I can get my free boat repair kit. And so yeah, I'm just gonna gather up some rocks. There we go, hammer. Probably don't need any extra rocks right now. And where was that? Where did we start? I'm so bad at remembering where. There. There she blows. And we get a couple of free logs just in case we need to make a nighttime fire. But if we hammer this, we get... Oh, takes a few more hits. Get a free boat repair kit. Alright. So, we're going to start getting hungry here. So I actually may indeed make a little fire this evening. And then go sailing in the morning. I do also want to go ahead and try and start working towards 10 seashells for my seashell armor to prevent poison. I died to poison too many times. So, I never claimed to be the best Don't Starve player in the world, or even in this house, but I think I'm gonna make it this time. If I can make it a year, I just generally consider that a success. Mainly just because I think kind of once you make it a year, you should have everything established that you need to really survive. Then it becomes just a matter of expanding and maintaining. You know, you can expand your base and make sure it doesn't flood and all that stuff. But I tend to prefer kind of starting new characters after about a year or so. Because, especially in this game, it seems like... yeah, we'll eat the last one. In this game, it seems like you just don't have as much ability to really build a big old expansive base. And, you know, exploring is more valuable. Of course, when I survived a year on my Windy playthrough, I did find the volcano. I still had never found the floaty boaty nights. In this Hang 10 update, they did expand the availability. Expand the availability. The floaty boaty nights happen more frequently, basically. So it should be a little bit easier to get gears. And which direction are we going to set sail? I almost always seem to go west or east. Let's try, you know what? Let's try north. I almost never go north to start. And it always ends up seeming like there are valuable things up north. So, gonna go north, young man. We're gonna go surfing. And, oh, we've got seaweed up here anyways, so. Alright, we'll just drop our little surfboard down. Let's not have a hammer in our hand just because I don't want to accidentally break my surfboard. And we'll set sail. Okay, here we go. You can see that the waves are actually not in my favor. I wonder if I may try and stick to the shallows a little bit. So that may dictate somewhat which direction I go. But you can see that the waves animations change, so it's easier to tell when they're going up or down as opposed to just left or right. I feel like there's just another island right over here. Maybe not. Maybe there's just more waves looking to destroy my surfboard. Yeah, it does. It feels pretty quick. It's definitely much quicker than paddling around. Do I wanna risk it? Do I wanna go wave dodging? As you can see, the durability of this thing is 70 something. Ooh. Starts out at, I don't know, maybe 80, 75. I don't know how much durability I've already lost. And we got deep ocean up there. May not really want to mess with that. Dogfish, get out my way. Okay, so it just looks like we're gonna get a lot of ocean. Another thing about Walani is she dries off, I believe, much faster than other characters, and when you do hit waves with her, your surfboard speed is faster. You get a bigger speed boost than you would in a boat, I believe. So let's see. Yeah, well, I guess north kind of turned out to be a bust. We'll head over down into this general vicinity. Let's see what we can see. Pachoo! Alright, yeah, we've already been over here. So yeah, it seems kind of like the shallows, at least at the beginning, lead you kind of maybe where they want you to go, but this is just heading back. I don't want to end up south. That's the opposite of the direction I wanted to go at the start. So, yeah, I'm just going to sail around, surf around, and see if I can find anything interesting. Okay, we've got a coral reef with lots of tropical fish. I wonder if I can make the trawl net and get those tropical fish. I'm assuming I can. Oh, I do have a pickaxe. We're gonna need a little bit of coral in case we make when we come across the ability to make a poison anti-venom. Yep, just mine away, Walani. Oh, lost my pickaxe. Don't wanna spend too much of my durability on coral because I want to somewhat conserve my flint here at the beginning. Of course, as long as I have at least 2 flints, I can make a pickaxe, mine rocks, and then get quite a bit more flint. That's 10 coral. That would be enough for probably... Oh, well, we're also going to need to make a chimenea, I think probably right off the bat once we get our science machine up and running. There's really no reason, it seems almost, to make a rock pit or a fire pit anymore. Because chimenea. It provides the same light and cooking opportunity, at least as far as I know. It may provide slightly less light. We got a brain thing here, and apparently I can make a hat out of that will let me invent some things that I don't have, that I can't unlock. For example, what I was going to do before Wilson last episode so horribly died was try to get a meat effigy up and running. And to do that, I would either need a pyrohabitator or get one of those brain hats and unlock the meat effigy recipe. So then I could just build it. Alright, here we go. Island of Dr. Moreau. Flowo? I don't know. Just getting flowers. Getting flowers to make that garland. Alright, there we go. Garland Town. Garland Town. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's better yet. I guess it hasn't been long enough to know if going ahead and building a base as you kind of normally would is more desirable than just being basically nomadic for the entire mild season. Or setting up, several small bases so that as you sail around, you kind of have, ports, little ports of rest, where you can at least have a crock pot and a maybe science machine. Honestly, maybe not even a science machine as you continue on. Ooh, okay. I thought this was going to just be a grassland biome, but it looks like it's a fairly large grassland biome. And yep, that mangrove. Mangroves got nerfed a little bit. I think they give you less logs now, or maybe less sticks. They got nerfed slightly. But this island is looking not too bad. I do like to find, at least for my base, I like to find islands that have narrow passageways like this that I can wall off and either put spiders or monkeys kind of on the other side of the wall, especially monkeys, so they don't end up coming down to my base and purloining all my precious valuables. But it doesn't look like this island is going to be extremely exciting. If we could find gold on it, that would be ideal. Starting to get late. Better get a torch ready so I can run around with the torch and check out what this island has to offer. Yeah, mangrove. I'm gonna come around and go back over here. Ooh, what is that? It looks like there's something. Oh, that's one of those tropical fish shoals, I think. Alright, I just made a torch. There it goes. Alright, exploring. Sometimes it's boring exploring. Sometimes it's not. But running around with a torch at night is not the most exciting thing. Honestly, oh, I've got a ton of seaweed. I should be able to get my hunger back up, no problem. May actually even wait until tomorrow night to build a little fire, since this night's already half over. This mangrove might be... I think you can tell the mangrove water by the... No, I'm completely wrong. I thought these little ripples were kind of a telltale sign. Let's go ahead and get our full stack of grass. Wow, we are really low on twigs. Are there twigs on this island? Not really. Alright, we're going to need to get off of this island and go find some twigs. Oh, no, got a full stack. Alright, let's get out of here. This island really has nothing for me. I know there's some sweet potatoes. I like to just leave those in case I'm ever out here. Ooh, a mushroom ring. That's the first time I've seen one of those in Shipwrecked. What color? Blue. If it was green, that would be a great little resource. Blue can be helpful. I believe that eating blue raw will help your health. But you need some cooked green to balance out the sanity loss, because the blue will definitely make you lose sanity. Like a manatee. So I generally like to... This is my starting island. I like to kind of try and find a circle of islands around that. So we're going to kind of head south and east. I know I tried to go north, but I'm not going to worry about seaweed anymore. I got 13. Well, I mean, if it's right in my path, of course it would just put one right in the middle of my path as I say, I need some more seaweed. Let's follow the shallows just a little bit longer. I've got a feeling we're going to have to... Yeah, and the surf is in our favor somewhat, so we can venture out a wee bit. Yeah, ocean. The great thing about that deep ocean, and I didn't know this until I found one, is that steamer trunks can be found out just randomly out in the ocean, and I don't think they're that rare, or I just got kind of lucky. All right, there's got to be another island over in this general vicinity, so we'll kind of head back this way. I got a little too overzealous with my surfing and rode the waves too far. But yeah, you can find steamer trunks out here in the ocean, and they will have all kinds of great loot. Namely, every time I've found a steamer trunk, it has had the dumbrella in it, which is great for wet weather stuff. I believe that it's 100% water protection, but I don't know if it's kind of like the ibrella. Oop, message in a bottle. I don't know if the dumbrella is like the... Oh, there's no message in it. Curses! Curses. How dare you tempt me like that. Playing with my emotions. Alright, another coral reef. Or just two little pieces of coral? That's odd. Never seen that. probably not enough space for there to be an island right here. I can figure that out, I guess, later when I get a telescope or a spyglass. That's what I'm trying to say. Boy, I have just missed any land that there may be around about or approximately in these parts. Just unlocking ocean. Okay, yeah. She's starting to get hungry. We can probably... we've got to be able to make it to find another island. I was going to go ahead and just land back on my original island, but... I have manifest destiny to find at least a third island before the end of this episode. Can I do it? Well, I mean, I can just cut out right here and wait until I find land and just edit all the surfing around out. But it looks like we're getting back into some shallows. And here we go. Here we go, Mary Poppins. Alright, so we found a third island. This is Milani, and we will continue exploring with her next time. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Rantry, and I'll see you next time.